The situation at Wolves is thus. It's been a season of almosts. Carabao Cup, we failed to retain. Runners-up there. FA Cup, semi-final knockout. Champions League, semi-final knockout. Premier League, currently second. 2 games played, same points as Manchester United, much worse goal difference. We'll focus on the Premier League momentarily. Haaland has 36 goals, which, considering Manchester City's goal difference is 37, is quite amusing. Haaland is almost literally their entire goal difference. Nonetheless, both ourselves and Arsenal are on 45 goal difference, but Arsenal have 3 less points. We are 16 goals behind Manchester United on the same points. It's the 3-horse race as things stand, with 5 margins separating them in different ways. Arsenal have lost 1 game, but have drawn 15. That has to be a record, surely. Most draws, 23, Norwich, who have been relegated, unfortunately. Bournemouth and West Ham fighting to be the ones that aren't relegated. As a whole, since we last met, of course, things have gone mostly well, apart from the competition knockouts. But effectively, the reverse of what was going on when we met last time, where things in competitions were going well and the Premier League had gone a bit sketchy. But Man City and Forest victories that we saw last time round, full houses actually as well. That might be a case for stadium expansion, should this continue. But yes, Manchester United beat us 4-2 in the Carabao Cup final. They also beat us on aggregate 2-1 in the Champions League semi-final. Chelsea, the ones that dispatched us, also 4-2 in the FA Cup semi-final. Must say we did have a comfortable run in the Champions League through to Manchester United. Nice and Napoli, the opponents, quite frankly, the easiest ones possible in both occasions. So I can't be too mad at that. We shouldn't have really been in the semi-finals anyway. But it is Manchester United and Chelsea, the two that did the deeds, that finish off our season. So they could ruin things once again, or we can get our revenge and win the Premier League. Because, of course, Manchester United, kind of the deciding one. Rooney Bargi's just taken a little bit of a knock, so that's the only concession we're going to be making here. And by concession, it's Matheus Cunha that's going to be put out there with Smith Rowe in the shadow striker. Not really that much of a downgrade. But Perry in goal, Bard, Kilman, Ørstegård, Aarons, João Gomes, Darvic, Uedraogo, Smith Rowe, Cunha, Van Persie. In the meantime, most people have got over themselves, or I've just given them new Højlund smashes that in. Great. 25 goals for him this year. 19 in the league. So that's 20 in the league for him now. 1 minute, not even a minute in. Good start, everyone. Uedraogo gets the header. Højlund passes it back out to Fernandes and just goes straight back to him. And I don't know what you're supposed to do about that, frankly. But in the meantime, happiness issues have been largely abated by me just agreeing to give people new contracts that start in the new season. Not necessarily getting them to agree a new contract at the end of the season. Just setting the start date at the end. It's the same principle, really, when you think about it, but it works the same. Aarons puts the ball in. Cunha, Van Persie. Oh, nearly against the team his father played for. I think we actually ended up selling basically everyone who had playing time concerns anyway, I now realise, in January. So, because Solé and Guga were the 2 main ones that wanted to go out on loan, and they got sold. Van Persie, back to Kilman. That was probably not fully intentional, but Darvic, back to Bard. That's a lovely play. If that gets in the goal, that'd be superb. And a little bit of chaos, but we move up. We move. Why is Cunha unhappy? Why is he like the only one who's got a sad face? Hang on, what's going on here? I need to see my team sheet thing. Darvic plays it short. Cunha, well, another corner. Round 3. 3rd time's the charm. Ørstegård. Oh, I generally thought that was in. The way Onana just plucked it like he had magnets in his gloves, I generally thought that'd come in off the crossbar or something. Why is this continued? I thought we got 2 people just blocking Onana. He's still got the option to his left. Like, it's great. We've closed off 2 options, but we just made it obvious where he could actually play it. Bard with an incredible interception. Uedraogo, I should say. I always miss that first O when I pronounce it now for some reason. Cunha, Van Persie misses. Offside anyway. Well, good news is so far we are being FM'd apparently. Some things never change. And then halftime rattles up and I still don't know what's up with Cunha. Very frustrated. Why? Aarons. Uedraogo. Okay. Well, that worked both ways, I guess. Aarons just walks into their player and then their player just walks into Cunha and stops. So it worked both ways. Tit for tat. We'll take it. If we'd conceded ultimately from Aarons just sort of letting them have the ball, I would have been very frustrated. That's a penalty. Completely unnecessary. Hassan wasn't even going to get that ball and he got fouled. But we'll take the rub of the green where we get it. I believe Cunha is our best penalty taker on field, so he does step up and smashes it home. Through Onana, it felt like there, because Onana went the right way. No nonsense effort, said the text there. Does that go... It kind of goes over him, I think. I wasn't certain if it went through him or not, but Uedraogo, Ørstegård, Hassan, for simplicity's sake from now on. I said I'd just call him Hassan, and then I continued to try to pronounce his name and getting it wrong every time. Smith Rowe, probably. Kilman, Bard. Tell you what, Bard has quietly grown as a player in the background. It's not been like explosive growth like Rooney Bargy had, or Hassan. Bard didn't really have that much wiggle room to grow into in the first place, but he has grown into it, and now he is quite good. Oh, well, there's 2-1. Oh, he's missed. Normally when free kicks 80% of the time just either go in or get past to someone and they put it in. Anthony puts this ball in, though, and I love Van Persie there, just stands. That makes no attempt to actually get involved. I have started my stream save and I have set up my defensive corners, and they actually seem to be able to deal with the second ball better. So I'll probably, change it for the last game of the season, really. But Van Persie with his least useful... Cunha's the one who scored. He's knackered, bless him. Hassan's not much fitter at this stage. Oh, the narrative. Oh, Elmas is injured, by the way. We do have Angelo, and Cunha is knackered, so we'll stick the big man up front as well while we're there. It's annoying that the best better performers are the ones that are tired. But it seems to always be the case. 1-1, I've just realised, is the least useful match result possible. Oh, no. No. Anthony's offside, right? No? Okay, it looked like we were shouting for it. I thought he might get pulled back. No, he's well on. I don't know why we're claiming it. I tell a lie. A loss is obviously the most useless one possible. Also, I don't know why I brought Angelo on when Rooney was on the bench. He was just tired. That was the problem. We'll bring him on there, though, instead, just because... Oh, Anthony's in again. I don't know how we're doing the exact same highlight again. Literally 2 minutes later. Just something that resembles intelligence would be great in this. Like, Anthony's literally just done that, and my defence has just let him do it again. 91 minutes. An equaliser is the only thing that keeps us in this title fight. We would still have to hope to have a better result on the final day. McTominay with a crucial challenge. Kalajdzic, actually relatively rare appearance. Angelo gets tackled, but just goes straight back to him. God bless Football Manager. Østegård, McTominay, Bellegarde. That's back to... Oh my God. Scott, be onside. Be onside. He's onside. There was no VAR pop-up. Of course it's him. Of course it's him. Of course it's him. Again. Doesn't work every... Oh no. Damn it. Unless this is a winner for us, I'm going to hate this highlight. Angelo. Aaron's. Back... Oh, not to Angelo, unfortunately. That was actually quite poor. Oh, God. Not like this. Not like this. The one time we have a defensive flip-up. The one time. Why has Kilman's rating not been absolutely murdered for that? That was blatantly his fault. And yet Kilman's come out. He's still on a 6.6, don't get me wrong, but it didn't go down from it. Sorry, I've just noticed Sterling is at Manchester United. He was playing part of that match. That must be one of the least popular transfers of all time. How the hell did they get 64? He's had a stonking season, frankly, but how has he been allowed to do that? Just go to Arsenal now to complete the set, really, and Spurs, I suppose. No, in his twilight years, just do Arsenal then Spurs. Full Big Six bingo. It's unacceptable what happened there. And Arsenal won as well, convincingly, it seems, 5-0. Could have gone top, instead dropped to third. That sums up this season, doesn't it? So close, so close. I don't need to rest anyone, it's 8 days between games. Chelsea got an FA Cup to consider here, which they lose anyway, on penalties. I don't know why the FA Cup's been played then, but never mind. I can't believe that. Oh, it was actually Bournemouth versus West Ham. I didn't even clock that. So West Ham safe. Final day, only really worth it for the top 3 then. Still a fight, I guess, but I think Man United have essentially done it, haven't they? Goal difference is 12. Yeah, Manchester United basically done it. I do want to give Melvin Bard his due, though. I did say I was going to show him. Bear in mind that I basically acquired Bard entirely because I didn't want to just do the same as everyone else and get Barco. He is effectively next alphabetically for left-backs, Bard, but... yeah, he's sort of rounded out. He's close to his full potential now. He didn't have a huge amount to grow into, as I said. But he's incredibly well-rounded. And it has been his best year yet. 3 player of the matches this year. From a left-back. Hassan's the one to rally the troops. Hope results elsewhere go our way. We need a goal difference swing of 18. We'll still play it, but I still want to be second. I mostly just want to be second, so then we're just basically second in everything. Like, narratively, being second in the Premier League is almost effectively just the narrative of the season. Almost across the board. And Neto literally returns to training on the last day. Welcome back, Pedro. We've missed you. There's no way we don't get Champions League either. I don't think we can't fall that way, and I can't play Angelo against Chelsea, because that's where he is. On loan from... I wish Pedro Neto was a little bit more fit. It has actually only just dawned on me that I have effectively the future of Germany's midfield on my team, with Hassan and Darvic. Both of them are devastated to have missed out on the tournament squad, which I presume is World Cup 2026? Seems like Van Persie's been included, though. Oh, no, that's latest chat, apparently. Okay. I'm going to have to play them. I'm going to play you guys, and I'm going to show the German manager what they've missed out on. Because Bargi's back in the team. It is now effectively full first strength. Smith Rowe. There was a while Cunha that looked like he might just be excised from the team, but I just sort of, like I say, I mitigated him by just giving him a contract that started at the end of the year because he wouldn't agree to promise of being given a contract at the end of the year. It's dumb. Yeah, first team. There's a good team that Chelsea have. Of course, they've got very little change in their team because whilst in real life, they're just buying literally anyone and everyone they can get their hands on. In the game seems to have just decided, you know what, we've got enough, and hasn't really bothered to develop it too much beyond that. In fact, of course, they largely just sell rather than buy in the game because they've got too many. Rooney cuts inside, smashes that Kepa, cries about the fact he's missed and then realises he has to take the corner. Plays it short. Darvic finds João Gomez on the edge of the box. Lovely first touch, runs away from goal for no apparent reason. Barred. End of highlight. What was the point? Barred. I don't really know what he's trying to do here. Van Persie's going to take that. Absolutely cuts out both of those defenders with one touch, but Rooney Bargi gathers this knockdown. Absolutely mugs off the person who's trying to get hold of it. He's run around everyone and then kicked it in the goal. Yeah, okay. This is awkward. Just right round everyone. Smash. Only 10 goals for Rooney Bargi. For a person who's developed the way he has, you'd actually probably expect slightly more. Yeah, not super sensational. João Gomez, Kilman, Darvic. Lovely first touch football. Bard on the outside. Still going round everyone. Hassan. Badiashile, of course, gets the header. Because of course he does. It pains me to have Badiashile at a team that's going to cost me an arm and a leg to get them from. And obviously his wages would be insane at Chelsea. So it's a shame he's basically unattainable anymore. It's always depressing when those youngsters get to a big club and you're just like, oh, I can't get them anymore. Bellingham, of course, one of them now. Kilman, with his, of all people. Oh, Man United had Luton on the last day. I don't know why I even thought I could add a chance to that title. Kilman, but smashes it. Great goal. But yeah, you look at their team, and I think literally Nuno Tavares is the only one that's different. And that might be because Chilwell went to Saudi Arabia. I can't remember where he went, but he went somewhere. Chelsea with the ball, though. Second half. Don't know what that highlight was about. It's crazy that we lost them 4-2 in the FA Cup. Like Manchester United, full-on bogey team, ridiculously good for no obvious reason. Ten Hag still on the job. I don't know what Østigard was doing there. That was very much a case of the AI just running and then not recognising there was a ball next to him. That was the most computer game kind of moment I've seen actually probably in this game so far. Like he was so capable of getting the ball, but the computer just, the simulations went, he's running back, there's a ball within a foot of him, he's running back, and ignored it. Gallagher. But they score from this ultimately. Yeah, they do. Of course they do. That effectively all came because Østigard didn't just cut out the one ball he could have got straight away because the game had him focused on returning to his box. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Can we tackle him? That'll be, no? Okay, Chalobah playing right back. Well, we should be focusing on him. Jackson. I'm not quite sure why Tavares has all this space, and, well, that's an incredible first touch that's absolutely mugged everyone off there, and it's 2-2. A comeback that's been facilitated just because the AI has been utterly dumb. I don't really know what's happened here. I don't know why Aarons was where he was originally, and then decided to try and cut things off the way he did. Well, didn't realise how far this game had advanced, so we'll make a wave of substitutions in the vain hope that we can actually get something out of this 2-2 in the end. That's so disappointing. And Arsenal do win. Who do they play? West Ham. They scored twice in the second half. It did look like we might better them for a moment, but yes, no. Old friend, Hakan Evian went to Bournemouth. Actually still looks pretty decent. We signed him once upon a time for Sheffield United and he was utterly useless. Oh, that's nice though. Still third. And of everyone in the entire team, Max Aarons is the one that gets the highlight. I'm sorry, what? I guess Pedro Neto didn't play enough games. For some reason, he gets counted, I guess, because he played 17 total. Don't know what the minimum level is, but that's apparently enough. You know what? An actual shout out to Garnacho here, because he only started 2 games and got an average of 7.2. Obviously, notably, the more substitute appearances you have, the more your average rating gets knocked down, because you start at 6.6 when you come onto the field, and you've obviously got less time to actually impact and change that. So naturally, the more substitute appearances you have, the more your average rating skews towards 6.6. But Max Aarons was actually in the top 20 at 7.17. And if I'm not mistaken, is the only defender to have done so. Vicario, the only goalkeeper. No, Ramsdale as well. So I presume Ramsdale was the goalkeeper then. Yeah, he was. That was a statistic that very much went under even my radar. But the 2 Barcelona boys were the 2 that headed the average ratings for the new signings. Hector Fort, 25 starts. They basically split the duties with Aarons for the entirety of the season, almost exactly half and half. Darvic basically played every league game, still got annoyed at one point. Udo Akai, very solid in the ones he did. McFarlane, actually, considering how bad he is now, really quite good. Van Persie, kind of, yeah, inconsistent. Only 18 goals in 46 starts isn't superb. Not exactly what he wanted. He just sort of functioned in spurts. No, that's a baffling game, but 8-3, still can't get over that one. And our team this season does still have Van Persie up front with his 18 goals, Cunha with 14 behind him, 11 assists, Bargy with 10 and 12, Bellegarde. Despite the fact that Darvic played most games, Bellegarde gets into our best 11 because of the games he did play typically were against weaker opponents and he got hat-tricks against them. So that's a little skewed, unfortunately. Gomez and the backline is as you expect, even if they still can't understand which way around these two defenders play. Most clean sheets, though. 19 for Perry, best so far. 21 yellow card. I don't understand the Bard's obsession with the yellow card. I still don't get that one. Oh, yeah, we did win the Super Cup against PSG. Forgot about that. The only thing we actually won. Oh, I forgot to mention this, though. 1 and 2 in Next Gen was Asan and Van Persie. We also had, I think Darvic might have been top 10. And then that was it. What was the club vision? Qualify for Europa League. So that's what we'll tell the team. But that's it for Wolves Season 3. And that is it for Wolves. If I'm being 100% honest, this save has been more frustrating than it has been enjoyable. That's partially because of the game. For whatever reason, I just haven't really connected with this Wolves save, the same way I have previous beta saves in particular. So it's only 3 seasons and we haven't actually won anything, but that is that for Wolves. I've also ended the F1 temporarily, at the very least, hopefully temporarily, this week as well. So just sort of a clean cut on everything. Next week will be a week off. I'm away anyway. And then the week after that, we'll see the beginning of different stuff, essentially. Simulations, experiments, that kind of thing. I've got ideas. I'll put them into motion and we'll get those out the week after next, basically. Next week, though, week off. I don't think I've actually had a week off content-wise in about a year and a half, I now realise. Or at least intentionally off. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching this. I do appreciate the support and the engagement and all that jazz. But that's it from Wolves. That's it from the beta save. I will see you again soon for something. I can't say what just yet, unfortunately. But I can say, of course, actually now that Ascot United over on Twitch, tier 8 to the top, that is a thing that's happening. Not necessarily at the point when this video goes live, but that is a thing that is happening. Follow me on the X. So dumb. But follow me on X to know when I'm streaming. A schedule will be put out for that. It's likely to be afternoons, weekdays, and then occasionally on weekends at some point. To know precisely when I'm streaming, links are in below for both the Twitch and the place where you get told where I am going live. So please join me over there. Please join me for all the things that I'm going to be bringing your way to your faces over here as well. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, ta-ra.